Hey, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. I know we're starting a little early. It's just something I want to try for a while, see if it helps my morning out. A lot going on here, so we're going to give this a go. So good morning again, and welcome to, what is today? Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday, December 22nd, 2021. What a beautiful day. Morning, Dan. Hi, Phil. Glad you guys are all here. All right, so if you were at last night's e-learning, I talked about this right here, and I absolutely do believe that we really got to be on our toes and be careful here. This whole area right through here, I think, is going to clobber some people if you are not taking it serious. And if I had to lean one way or the other, I'm going to lean to the bearish side right now. We're right on that edge, but I'm going to have to lean to the bearish side. Even though I'm looking at some long charts today, I'm going to have to go that way for the overall picture here. I think there will be plenty charts move up to the upside, but I'm not so sure that the market is going to do that. And we have got to be very careful whether you're long or you're short. If you are short and you're betting to the long side, you're going to get your tail handed to you. If you're long and you're betting to the short side, you could get your tail handed to you here. An important factor in a trader's trade plan is not just about support and resistance. It's not just about price action. It's not just about candlesticks. It's not just about trend. It's just not just about all that stuff. Could be one of the most important things about trading, because this is not mechanical. See, all this other stuff is mechanical. All this other stuff you can't argue with. A trend is a trend is a trend. A candlestick is a candlestick. Support and resistance is support and resistance. You can't argue with that. But the one thing that you can argue with that gets most of us in trouble is knowing when not to trade. And that's emotional. That's, when are we not supposed to speed down the road? But yet we push the envelope, don't we? Welcome to being a human being. Well, that will catch up with you in trading, and it will be expensive. Now, I think we're in a horrible, choppy area. I can tell you right now that I'm probably just going to start zipping through cash, down to cash a little bit, and I don't even know that I'm going to trade anything next week. It's time to take some time off. It's time to enjoy yourself. It's time to just take a breath, sit back, learn about yourself, learn about trading. So with that said, let's take a look at a few. Apps. Apps is still running uphill. As long as it does, that's perfectly fine. And after the market opens, we're going to look here in the room at some shorts that may be setting up as well. So apps, we've got a low, high, higher low. We're breaking out to that higher high. I still see the possibility of getting up here towards $68, just using a moving average. We could probably tighten that up a little bit using some price action. So maybe we could bump that up to $70. And remember, no matter what, wherever we put a target, a target is like a step back visual is what it is. And from there, we're going to look at trading price, and we're going to trade money. So when you make enough money, get out of it. You don't have to come up here and say, hey, I nailed $70. You don't have to get in a chart just so you can brag about, I just made 100% on that chart. That is just not going to work out, I think, in the long run. Just my opinion on that one. Excuse me. Nike. Oh, good morning, Julie. I just saw you there. Good morning. I like what Nike is doing. However, I'm not really wanting to buy it right now. I want this on the watch list because I would like to keep a close eye on it. Right now, I'm just going to use the T line right here, and I'm going to monitor it. I don't have to buy Mikey right here to make any money. Heck, I could buy it up here, and I'll bet you I could make money. We don't have to buy it down here and capture every little penny in the trade. This right now is a bad time to trade, so I think I want to be a little careful. Also, something I've seen with gaps lately is they will gap, and all of a sudden there's a lot of profit takers on there. That should tell you something. There's people out there taking profits. So let's be a profit taker as well. And if we're going to buy charts that say gapped up, let's make sure they're ready. Let's not just assume that gap is going to keep on going. So this may wobble around down here. It might even pull all the way back here. I don't know. But right now, I'm watching it right there. That's what I'm looking for. I don't particularly want to buy it today. I really don't. But what I do want to buy it is when it sets up a little bit better. Really, when the market sets up a little better is what I'm looking for. Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is kind of a long and a short here. So there are some shorts here. It's kind of a long and a short. So I'm watching Microsoft for a breakout. We break out, this could end up being a nice long chart. If we fail, I'm going to look to short this chart. Let's just get rid of all that. There we go. We've got a blue ice failure here. Here we're up, nasty top. Here we're down. We failed a high. We're down and we rally and we failed a high. So we've got 3 failures here. Now, I like trading Microsoft. I like trading Microsoft long. It can certainly make you a lot of money, but there's times when it might be short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait just to see what it does through here. Just what it does. We have actually a blue ice failure is where it's at right now. So as long as we can show weakness to the downside, little weakness here, I'm going to look at shorting that, and then I'll simply put a stop up into this area. If it turns out it starts popping up, I might certainly go for that long if everything is right in the market. I do believe we need to get through that, whatever that number is. Here we can look at that. There you go. We need to be above 335.85 to be trading this to the long side. Otherwise, you're taking a lot of risk in here. Just my opinion and the way I'm looking at the chart. Visa's also very nice, and I'm looking for a target right now, a short-term swing target of about the 200 period moving average. And if things go right, we might fill this gap over here up at 231. Now, I also think Visa might wobble around all the way to the right here, and that may take a couple of days. I'm not in a rush to get into it. If I miss it, that's okay. I really want to wait until I feel the time is right, and the market is going to have to be right. Just a second, I need to write something down I just thought about. Super trend. There we go. So I'll watch for that. And I'm going to be using the T-line right now for a stop. You know, if you're trading a chart like this and we're rallying up above the T-line, it pulls back, bounces off the T-line, pops up, pulls back. Yes, it went below the T-line, but we're not buying it there. And if it pops up with a nice bullish candle like it had yesterday, and we're above the T-line, if you're a T-line user, wouldn't it make sense just to use the T-line as a stop? Keeps trading very, very simple. And from there, you can really fine tune it with maybe some price action. But if you're one of these folks that's struggling, that might actually be a hands down good plan to start with. Oh, thanks, Fred. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks. Take a look at ARKG here. We've got a low, a high, a higher low. Pretty good price action here. Love the bullish engulf. Love the Morningstar chart. Love the Fig Newton cookie there. We start to break out. This thing looks like it might have a run. And let's just take a look at price. where do we see maybe there's a little bit of a argument between the buyers and sellers here, a little bit of an argument, buyers and sellers right there. So I'm also a big moving average trader, so I'm going to have to put this up there like that. There you go. So this might be the target area, and from there I'll reevaluate price as it starts to move up if it's bought. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the dotted deuce because that's just what I always do. And then you've got the 200 up here. If you feel like that's a starting point, if you feel like you need to bring it down to that price action here, nothing wrong with that. Hey, Dan. My wife, she's going to take me to brunch today. I don't know where, but that's what we're going to do. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it. AMD. I'm looking at AMD long. Again, this is one that I really, really wish it would do absolutely nothing for the next 10 days. I know that's not going to happen. So I'm going to look for that buy right in here. You got nothing unless you can get through 147.05 over here. So really, maybe it's best just to wait till it breaks out. For some traders, that might be it. If it pulls back, I don't really want it. I think the 50-period moving average actually is close enough. We could probably just run a lineup like that and maybe utilize the 50-period because it's just been trending so steady here. We might see price run over there, and that would actually be fantastic because that would be in my time frame. And the last one I have is MU. MU had a fantastic day yesterday. I want to move this up. One way to trade MU is simply inside the buy box here, which is really inside today's candle. Maybe a buy in here. But without a doubt, the stop would have to be for 87.50 there. Okay, because if we fail there, there's too much of a chance of it running back down into this area. That's not what I want as a short-term swing trader. Another way to trade MU is do absolutely nothing until it starts to break out. When it starts to break out, that can be a buy. Now, whether it's today or tomorrow, the next day, or next day, you'll be able to come in here and look at the previous candles, and you'll be able to see where the lows are, and that would be the stop area. That's the trade ideas for today. Thank you, everybody. Please, please, please be very careful over the next, until after the first of the year. The volume in trading is going to lighten up. I suspect trading is going to get just what it is now, which is horribly sloppy, and we need to be very, very careful. Whoops, that was poorly done. Kind of didn't work so good. There we go. We have a bearish M pattern up here. We need to break through that. We did have a great day. But we need follow through. And we're okay if we want to dance in here for a little bit, but we don't want to start getting weak. So be very, very, very careful with this market. Number one rule is control your losses. Keep them at a minimum. If you find that you have too many losses in a row, or you look at your portfolio there and you've got, say, 7 positions on, for example, if 5 of them are red and 2 of them are green, you got a problem. And that's a good time to stop, reevaluate those charts, reevaluate your chart patterns, reevaluate the market, and maybe reevaluate some entries. All right. Hey, I'll see everybody here in about 25 minutes when the market opens up. Thanks very much for all being here early. So remember, now we're going to be off tomorrow and Friday, but come Monday morning, remember, we'll be here 10 minutes early. Thank you so very much, everyone. Bye.